Hey, this is Fadia from Groundeddolphin. I'm gonna do a video about microdosing ayahuasca. Okay, so I've been doing research for the last few months on plant medicine. Excuse me. Um, on different types of plant medicines and how you can microdose. So for the last 2 months, I've been working with ayahuasca. That's where I'm at now. So I've been doing a lot of research and trying to figure out how do you microdose ayahuasca. And nobody actually have come up with a way to do it, or that I've been able to find. It's possible that there have been people who have. I just have not been able to find it. So I started working with the plant, doing different things, and I realized that you absolutely can microdose ayahuasca. You can infuse it into everything that you do and get the benefits from it. Not everybody want to have a trip where they're going for 12 hours and having download after download. That could be overwhelming. For people who want the awakening part of their life, who wants to open their third eye, or awaken their kundalini, or just completely be tapped in and be able to be in both worlds and aware of it. You can do that, microdosing. Just like they say, psilocybin, when you microdose it, it starts to activate the other part of your brain. It's the same thing with ayahuasca. And I've been having a lot of people actually harassing me because I'm telling people that you don't need a shaman to take ayahuasca. You don't need to pay thousands of dollars to go to a retreat in far parts of the earth to take ayahuasca. It ain't that deep. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But the thing is, knowledge is for everybody. It's not for just a particular person or a particular group of people. Knowledge is knowledge. If you seek knowledge, you shall find it. And just because one thing works for one person doesn't mean that it's going to work that same way for another person, or another person can't achieve the same benefit by approaching it a different way. So at the end of the day, I took the ayahuasca to reference how the plant works and see what it would do to me, and I did that. And then I started doing a microdose. What I did was I infused it in essential oils. So the ayahuasca essential oil that I make, you can rub it on your third eye. And the way I do it is to rub it on my third eye. You go sit out in the sun 5-10 minutes. You don't have to. You can. The sun activates your junk DNA. So that's like a twofer. You want to really get as much spiritual awakening as you can at once. So that's how I use it. And it does, work. I've also made a yoni steam for women with ayahuasca. Imagine that, huh? She gets up in there and do her thing and make real weird, strange stuff come out of you. So one of my clients, he's a nice guy. So he went. Okay, so this is how I met him. I had a ad going on Facebook about my Moldavites that I sell. So a professor from the college over here, she saw my ad, she came over and she bought some stuff from me. And so she became a client. She came over 2 weeks ago to get some more Moldavite. And she was like, "What's this?" And so I started telling her about, how I infuse the ayahuasca in certain things so you can microdose. And she was like, "I have a friend who's not doing well right now, so I'm going to grab this for him." And she sent me a text a week and a half later, and she said, "My friend got back to me and he said that has completely and totally changed his life, the oil for your head." And I said, "Wow, really?" She said, "Yeah, he wants to come over this weekend and grab a couple of more bottles." So I was like, cool. Nobody came Friday, nobody came Saturday, so I was like, oh, I guess he ain't really want it. Sunday they came. So he came and he told me this story about his life. And I was like, oh my God. So he says, I'm gonna give it to you like this so you can see the image of how my life is. And he says, so I'm standing on top of a hill and it's 3 paths. And I look down and one path is completely smoldering fire, like volcanic lava and fire. He said the middle path was thorns and nails and sharp objects. And then the third one was complete and total doom, is what he said. He said that's how he saw his life. That's where everything was. He couldn't see nothing out of it. He said he didn't have his marriage was breaking up. He didn't have no money to pay his bills. And he said he used the roll-on for the head, and immediately he felt lighter. He felt better. And he could see the hope and the promise in the world. And his clients started coming in. He's a massage therapist. So he's a massage therapist and a doula. He brings babies into the world. So I was like, wow, this is so crazy. And he said, then I went and I did yoga. And when I was doing yoga with it on my forehead, this burst of light energy came out of me and my whole aura was white and I could feel it. And I was like, wow. That makes sense though, because it's working with your third eye. And once you do your yoga, you controlling your breath and you doing those mudras and shit. You just activating. Everything is just going in sync with each other. So, excuse me. So he said, it's the best thing that's happened to him. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, I literally just started fucking with this a few weeks ago. Now, I know my ancestors been training me for the last 7 months, and they've been teaching me how to make shit that is just completely unbelievable. I would have never thought that I would make some stuff like that. The spells that I make for people is crazy. I know my ancestors are doing that. But to see this grown, I want to say maybe in his early or mid 30s, white man come and tell me how that oil changed his life, that meant something to me. So I just said that so that I could tell y'all, if you think you can do something but everybody tell you that it's not supposed to be done like that, it can't be done like that, or don't do that, you have to always follow your heart. Follow your heart. I use ayahuasca as a foot bath, a yoni steam, okay, lotion, hairspray, essential oil, remote view spray. What else I got? The tinctures for your tongue. So it's like the CBD oil. You drop the aya under your tongue every day for 30 days. You won't need to take no whole dose of ayahuasca to get your joints. You just have it. It's just you. So I believe that that could work. And I tested my theory and it worked. So that's important. And I just wanted y'all to know that trust your instinct. Don't be so easily fooled. Do not follow just to follow. Do your research. If you truly about waking up, do what you gotta do to wake up. I make a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. If you need help, I'm around. Oh, also, I found out who contacted me to ask me how do I call myself a shaman. So, remember I said I was promoting this person because he gives ayahuasca ceremonies in Colorado Springs. So I was promoting his flyer on my social media and emailing people about him who I know wants to take the medicine. So the whole time I'm like, wow, why is this person harassing me saying that I'm not supposed to be giving people ayahuasca, only a certain initiated shaman could do it and all that. The whole time it was the person I was promoting. I can't turn that private investigating shit off. I've been doing that shit too long. But yeah. So I'm not promoting nobody, nothing, no more for anything. I'm not going to help nobody with their business. I'm not doing none of that shit. If you want to find something, seek it out. I'm only going to promote myself from now on. And that's it. That's just where I'm at with it. I don't have time to be going back and forth with people. I don't need to be a part of nobody clique, yo.